Hello? Can you hear me? I don't think my mic is working.
I've got the presentation up. Even my iPad won't connect to Skype.
Brock, I don't think it's working. Lucky for us, we filmed the video.
Alright, so I'm Jackie. I want to show you guys how I use the hub in my small group. We're actually in this little side room that I do my intervention group with. I have a group of 4th and 5th grade math students. And I was tasked with doing math in a room that didn't have a whiteboard or any kind of really engaging area materials. So I'm using the hub as basically an interactive whiteboard and presentation tool. You need one of these wireless adapters. It's called an HDMI adapter. It goes right into the hub, plugs into the HDMI out port, and also into the USB for power. It'll show up in your HDMI connections, and it should turn on and say that it is available to use. Okay? Microsoft adapter will then show up on my laptop. So I need my laptop. And on our new laptops, we can quickly go to the devices and to project, just like you would normally connect your projector if you're doing it wirelessly, and select the Microsoft adapter. It does usually take a second, but then it does pop up, and my students will be able to see exactly what I want them to see. So this is great for a small group math students. I can go ahead and run through one of my Math IXL practices. They can answer their questions on their whiteboards. It saves me from making copies. It makes my students more engaged. I also do pull up sometimes some interactive whiteboard activities that they have to use the mouse and the keyboard to answer, and they pass the mouse and the keyboard around to answer. The second thing that I do with this the hub is I sometimes like to use it so that I can actually write and show like a whiteboard. So for that I use my iPad, and I use Air Server, which we all have codes for if you have a hub. So as long as your Air Server is on your computer, you can connect and mirror your iPad to your computer. Mine is now mirroring, and I use EduCreations as my presentation tool. So this gives me a whiteboard, it gives me pens, I can even record it so that if I want to show them later. I also can take a picture of a worksheet or some sample problems that they've either done or that they've given me and import them right in here. I can zoom, I can make them bigger, I can cut, I can move them around, I can write on them. The students can write on them as well, but it just gives me a basic tool to be able to present and have my small group watch me. Alright, that's it.
Alright, I want to show you guys a website that I actually heard about a couple weeks ago. It's through a program called Everify. They're an educational support company. And basically this is sponsored by the NHL. It is a STEM-based website. So this is actually my login as the teacher. I have in here my class, and I can see reports, and I can also view the course as a student. So if we go in here and view the course, this is what your student will see when they first start out their project.
Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm the head coach, and my name is David Romero.
So if you see, it has both text and speech for them, for your students who do have accommodations. And they'll click right through and they'll scroll down and they'll have all these different things that they get to do in the hockey rink. I think it's really neat for kids in Florida because we don't get exposed a lot to sports like hockey, so they find it really interesting. They do everything from designing the court, choosing the correct rubber to use in the pads, figuring out the diameter of the center circle that they kick off from. So if you go back to your actual dashboard, that's where you can access everything as the teacher. And when the student signs in, they'll only have the choice of the course. And you can add whatever students you want to your class, and they'll get a code to actually sign them in. It's really neat. My kids have really liked it so far. The awesome thing about it, and the little incentive that we have, is Everfi is actually offering now a $15 gift certificate through Amazon if you sign up. So if you're interested in doing something like this with your kids, go ahead and check the box on the side for Skype. We're going to put our emails in. Email either Jackie or I, and we'll give you a reference code, and that will give you a $15 gift certificate to Amazon. That's it.
Hope you enjoyed our technical difficulty free show. We showed you how to present from your laptop to your hub, or from your iPad to your laptop to your hub, and a really cool website. Again, if you guys have any questions about any of those resources, how to get on, you want to just walk through it again, you can always watch this video again, or check the side box for our emails and shoot us a question.
Like and subscribe on YouTube.